So we're at the park. There's Miss Dinky. There's a garbage can. There's Mary Jane. Boom, there goes a ball. And it's Tuesday morning, and it's kind of chilly, and it's very cloudy, very overcast and whatever. And again, it's cold, it's chilly. It looks like it's gonna rain, but so I wanted to say and express my thoughts and stuff, and just about what's going on. So if you've seen any of my videos and listened to me ramble on about, I don't know, my life experiences and stuff, and just how things are bad and things, go bad, and how things when my life have been twisted in many ways. I'm an old man. I'm old, okay? I consider myself old. And some people might be like, oh, you're not that old and everything, but I'm old, okay? I'm not political, okay? I think I've said it before in videos, but political, I'm not, I've never voted for anybody, for anything. I don't side with government on anything. I don't listen to the government on anything, pretty much. There are laws, everywhere. But me growing up, where I've grown up and stuff, in America or whatever, there are laws and stuff, and you have to follow them. And growing up, I haven't followed them all, and I've been in trouble. I've gotten into trouble for, not following the laws and stuff or whatever. And even in some supposed laws, whatever. But I've been in trouble, and, like, if you do wrong or do bad or whatever, you face the consequences, etc. Well, growing up, that's not always like the wisest decision that you make. And I didn't always make the right decisions. Although I gotta say, I didn't do things like that were like, I don't know, like bad, like in actual like choices to like, I don't know, like burn this park down or something, or or break into the park or a car, or but there were things that, of course, that were laws that I did break. Drinking underage, smoking weed or something, yada yada, or sometimes it would be a fight, or sometimes, but again, things that you shouldn't do, So, but again, I don't care about, government or whatever. I never voted, and I never will, but I don't like it. I don't like how they do things, what they do, and again, I don't care who they are. Whatever you want to call them, whatever name they go by, or whatever, I don't care. So, and let me break it down more. Give me a ball, baby. Give me a ball. Good girl. Give me this ball. Let's see. Presidents since the very first president, okay, George Washington, okay. I didn't care for him. I still don't care for him from then to now, okay. Don't matter where they are in the presidential lineup, or or what side they want to choose to be on, whatever that may mean, or whatever. I'm not with them. I'm not any part of it. Okay, so that being said, now let's skip down. So now I'm an old man. I'm growing up. I've seen actors and actresses and all types of celebrities, athletes, musicians. What else we can go on? Politicians, of course, like I just was mentioning. But then you got media and stuff or whatever. So all those groups, I don't listen to them either. If if I'm listening to a musician because I like the music, or it's got a good beat, again, because of the music, or whatever, or the lyrics of the song, if I listen to that, I listen to that. The actor, yeah, if it's a movie and they're doing a good job pretending like they're someone for what, la da da, and it's a plot and it's funny or whatever, yada yada, okay, I'll watch the movie. Athlete, same thing. If it's an athlete and they're playing whatever sport and it's good, or yada yada blah blah, okay, I might check that out. But if any of those people, period, because I'm grown up poor and I've grown up, I don't know, dysfunctional in many ways and stuff or whatever, those people I just named, etc., they live a different lifestyle than me altogether. So I will never take advice from any of them. Of course, unless it's a musician and I need advice on musical stuff, I might take their advice. If it's an actor and it's acting advice or pretending to be something or I might take their advice. Athlete, same thing, etc., and so on down the line. But if it's not any of those things that they do as a profession or whatever, I don't care what they say. Period. I mean, they can say stuff, etc., and and it might be meaningful or heartwarming, etc. And if it's something, again, like that's honestly meaningful or whatever, okay, that can add to, whatever else, like time, meaningful, positive things, that you want to along your life. But being all that being said, now, as I'm growing up myself, and I'm old now, but so as I'm growing up, you deal with bullies and you deal with people and you deal with, I don't know, but let's just say bullies. So if someone were to tell me I need to do something, okay, I would take that and be like, okay, I need to do this. Now again, that's up to me if I do it. I understand you're saying I need to do it, but like anything in life, well, that's my decision. Okay, but now, so if you tell me I need to do something, and if I don't do it, then you call me names and say, I'm just, oh no, I'm worthless, I'm scum, I'm just, I'm whatever. If you say, if I don't do what you say, blah, 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 that I'm these things and I'm a bad person, etc., well, I'm definitely probably not going to listen to you. Because if you're telling me I need to do what you say, or I'm this, this, and this, well, there's a problem. Now, let me tell you, there's even more of a problem if you live a different lifestyle and nowhere near what I have to deal with on an everyday basis or even going through life, period. So if you're a celebrity and have millions of dollars and fame and fortune and blah, 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 if you have that and you tell me I better do what you say, or obviously I'm stupid and scum, well, I might not pay attention to you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because normal people don't talk to people that way. People don't say you be this way, or or you're a piece of shit or something. People just don't. That's not normal. And if you think that you're so good to tell somebody that, well, you are the problem. You have a problem. And some people might not think that way. Some people might be like, oh no, we need people to tell us what to do. And if you are like that, that's cool. But I don't want to have nothing to do with you, and something is wrong with that picture. But again, if that's how you think, hey, cool. Just that's where I'm gonna stay by myself, because people don't need people to tell them what to do. They can guide them and help them and etc. But when it comes down to it, it's like my dog here. Dog, Dinky, you sit down. If you don't sit down, nope, lay down. If you don't lay down, I'm going to whip you, or I'm not going to give you a treat. Or if that's the case, then I'm a piece of shit for acting that way. So you're not a piece of shit if you don't act that way, because that shouldn't be the case. If I want you to believe something is right and I want you to do it, I'm going to help you and guide you and teach you. I'm not going to just threaten you and give you some kind of weird ultimatum, you know what I'm saying, you better do this, or, okay, now back to the thing. If that's the case, if that's what happens, for me, well, again, I'm not going to listen to you, and I'm going to know that that's your character and that's your demeanor or whatever. That's the way you are. And if that's the way you are, well, it's sad. Well, so, being said, I got to vent this out. There's a post that was on the Facebook, and it was about some shit or whatever. It was, of course, political or something, but it was about a rock band, so because the post was kind of political, I wanted to stress and express that, look, I'm not in any way political or whatever. But however, if a musician or a celebrity, yada yada, is trying to tell me what to do and give me an ultimatum, that doesn't seem like they have like my interest at heart, or people in my situation or lifestyle interest at heart, and that was it, and people started responding to that comment, but they started cussing me out and threatening me for death and stuff, and telling me that like I was a Trump supporter, and I was like this type of supporter, and I wanted oh my gosh, I wanted all these horrible things to happen to people and stuff. And I was like, what? I kept trying to figure out like what these people were talking. And I would ask them each and every hateful made up response, because again, it was made up when I said, look, I wouldn't take advice from celebrities or yada yada, because they don't live the same lifestyle I do, and they have no idea. And then if they're telling me I better do it, then I darn sure ain't gonna listen to them. And just because I said that, people started saying, again, stuff about all this politics. And I'm just like, look, this ain't got nothing to do with politics. I'm telling you, I'm not listening to people that aren't like me. And then I'm definitely not listening to them when they're telling me I better do it, because they're smarter and I'm just stupid, And because of that, again, it was all this political stuff. And it was like, it was almost like that I said, because I said that I won't listen to these millionaire elite people, period. That's what I said, and because I said that, you would think that I said that I wanted like countries and stuff to be nuked or something, or destroyed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was horrible. I mean, these people, but like, so one said, you're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, you should kill yourself. Okay, for that. So I was like, what? I'm stupid, okay, I get that. Okay, but now I don't know what I'm talking about, but all I said was, I'm not gonna listen to these elite celebrities. I'm not gonna take their advice, or I mean, if they tell me what to do, I'm definitely gonna be like, okay, And because I said that, what was she saying that I didn't know what I was talking about? Because I did know what I was talking about. I'm talking about, I'm not going to listen to these people. That's what I'm talking about. And then she said, I need to kill myself. So I was like, I need to kill myself because I don't believe, or I don't want to listen to these high elite millionaire celebrities. I was like, oh my gosh. And so the next one was like, is that because you do what Trump tells you to? And again, so I was like, what the hell what do you mean? What does Trump have to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? Or any president, what do they have to do with anything? I'm not going to listen to these elite millionaire celebrities because they don't live like I do. They don't, and again, so it was, is that because Trump tells you, I was like, what are you talking about? And, and so on and so on. And it was all hate. Again, it had, and all the responses to my bullshit little comment had nothing, all the responses had nothing to do with my comment. It all went off the deep end, and it all went political. Like I believed political this, and again I voted for this, and et cetera and so on, and And I'm sitting here, what are these people talking about? And again, trying to figure out where. And I'll tell you, I read my post or my comment over and over and screenshotted it and screenshot all their comments and stuff and tried to put it in, and nothing they were attacking me with and being nasty and saying had anything to do with what I said. So where they got, again, anything about anything they were saying, well, one cat, he goes, he made a comment, and I don't remember verbatim, but I remember he said, first, I didn't say anything about any particular bands. I said musicians. I didn't say anything about, again, particular actors or anything. I said actors. Or, again, politicians, no names, nothing. Just these millionaire group people that try to control small, normal people, etc. and so on. So this cat, he goes, would you say that? And he started naming, like, older, like, bands and stuff from, I don't know, 60s, 70s, 80s, come on up, and would you say that about those bands? And yes, they're musicians. If they're musicians, the musician is a musician. You know what I'm saying? Again, people are trying to make it out to have like some kind of belief and stuff in it. It has nothing to do with like what they believe. Except for if they believe that they can talk to us normal people and tell us like what to do, or we're stupid, then we're either stupid and listen to them because they know what's best, or you know what's best for you and they can't call you stupid and tell you what to do. Well, that's my point of view. They can't call me stupid and tell me what to do. But so I was, yes, it's a musician. A musician is a musician. But so he kept saying though, he said, what about, and he named Metallica and Megadeth and stuff. And he goes, you don't think they're political? Listen to their lyrics. And again, so I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not talking about anybody's political opinion or views. I'm not talking about any lyrics. I'm talking about, I'm not listening to them if they tell me I should do something because they are smarter than me. Again, and then he kept going and saying, and then naming some other bands or whatever, and say they were all political. Again, talking more political shit. I hadn't said nothing political yet. Again, my comment even had nothing to do with political. And so then he said something about another singer or artist or musician or whatever, and how their lyrics were talking about underage girls, and I was like, again, what are you talking about? Because I ain't said anything that you're talking about. All I said was, I'm not listening to them when they tell me that I better listen to them. Again, it's very simple. It's very straightforward. It's right there. All you gotta do is read it. It's right there. There's really no way you can misconstrue it or stretch it out to mean anything else. And again, it was like, but I kept responding because again, they're just trying to bully me. But I was trying to understand why. And then when they weren't saying anything except for I was stupid and I need to learn or etc., I was like, I need to learn what? I need to learn to listen and do what people tell me to do, because again, I'm an old man, and that ship has sailed. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, I'm not listening to some band. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? They can sing real good, they can play an instrument real good, etc., whatever, but they don't live like me, and they can't tell me what to do. So it's just, it's kind of, it's funny in a way, but it's kind of sad how people, I guess, are like that brainwashed into something. But again, me even saying that, they were brainwashed, like it seemed again. But how can you take the comment I said and make it again everything that they said? There's no correlation, there's no link, there's no. And it's wild, and it was really bugging me at first because these people were just bullying me again for no reason, and if I would have said something about something political about a president, I hate a president or I like a president, if you disagreed with the presidency and yada yada yada, okay, I understand your smart ass comments or your mean comments, but again, I tell you again, I don't like any of them. I don't like any president. Let's go to George Washington now. I never voted. I don't vote. I'm not in government, politics, or none of it. They're all dirty in my book. I got nothing to do with none of them. But again, so the bottom line is the only thing I could come up with is, well, if you look at me, then I must fall in some political category, again, which is stupid and stuff, but I guess if you're dealing with a bunch of stupid people, but that's the only thing I could come up with, is the way I look. Because again, I'm not going to listen to a celebrity or an actor or an athlete, etc. I'm not listening to them tell me that I need to do something or I'm scum, because I don't need an athlete or actor or whatever, a millionaire, to tell me I'm scum if I don't do what they say, when again they're millionaires, etc., and I'm poor as trash. And that makes me think that actor or millionaire, etc., is scum themselves, because again, you don't treat people that way. And the only reason I think that they treat people that way is because they're millionaires and they got money and they think again they're better than everybody, and I don't think so. I would take advice. The little homeless guy that can't talk, that he was on my video the other day, and he was here at the park. I would take advice from him rather than I would any celebrity, whatever category the celebrity is in. I would take advice from that homeless guy than any of those people, millionaires. Period. Yeah, and it's I don't know. Don't treat people that way. If you're a celebrity or not, don't bully people. Don't treat people that way. It's not nice. And you don't want people to treat you that way, so you shouldn't treat people that way. You should always be nice, considerate, respectful to people, especially your elders. Don't do drugs. Have a good day.